Let's just get right into it. So Mahsa Amini, who on 9/13, she is seen out there wearing her hijab, but not fully. She's wearing it loosely. Well, the morality police sees it, arrests her, and then 3 days later she dies. The government says she died from a heart attack. Who, 22 years old, dies from a heart attack? But many are investigating, and some are saying that while she was in the bus, she was beaten, she was hit, and concussion, many different stories that she has, and then 3 days later she dies. So this created a major momentum to the protesting that was taking place. But the question becomes, why all of a sudden the anti-hijab, protesting? I mean, did something change? Was there a different ruling recently? So the answer is yes. So let me get right into what happened with this ruling. So the hijab originally came March 7th, 79, 2 months after Khomeini took over Iran. So the revolution takes place. I'm a 78 baby, October 18th. Revolution's going on in 78. The Shah's in exile in January of 79. Khomeini comes in from France. There's a whole ceremony, all this stuff that happens. March 7, he says, moving forward, every woman needs to wear a hijab. They're not loosely back in the days, because he considered any woman that was showing her hair in public or workplace naked. That's what he said. Now keep in mind, that's March 7, 1979. What does that have to do with today? Because over the years, they got a little bit looser and, you kind of wore it, but it's not like fully covered like it used to be. Well, 2021, President Raisi gets elected. Now, what you need to know about President Raisi, he gets elected on August 3rd, 2021, a little over 12 months ago, 13 months ago. He enforces new restrictions. I want to read it to you. Introduction of surveillance cameras to monitor and find unveiled women or refer them for counseling. Think about it, if you're a lady watching this right now, if you're showing a little bit of your hair, you got to go for counseling on why you should wear this hijab. And mandatory prison sentence for any Iranian who questioned or posted content against the hijab rules online. The restrictions led to an increase in arrests, but also sparked a surge in women posting photos and videos of themselves without headscarves on social media, something that has only intensified in the days following Mahsa Amini's death. So you kind of see now what's going on with the momentum. Now, who is Raisi? Let's kind of see who this Raisi guy is. Just so you know, just a few days ago, he spoke at United Nations about trusting U.S. in the negotiation with nuclear, the whole nuclear negotiation they're having. He just talked at United Nations. While this is taking place, his background, for some that don't know, he won last year in the lowest election turnout ever since the revolution in 79. Let me say this one more time. 43 years, lowest election turnout since 79. Many Iranians don't believe it was a fair election that they took place. Now, this guy, a couple things you need to know about him. His lineage is through Khamenei. A lot of people are thinking he's going to replace Khamenei. And in 1988, he participated in the mass execution of political prisoners. This is proven. This is something everyone knows about in Iran. Everybody just kind of looks away because it's kind of normal. When Jimmy Carter came December 31st of 1977 and did a toast with the Shah, and he said Iran's a great ally, at that time, there was no issues in the Middle East. Middle East was peaceful. Obviously not perfect, but it was peaceful because there was strength in Iran, good relationship with Israel, and nobody could go around bullying and taking advantage of people. It was fairly peaceful. So now, all of a sudden, an event takes place in Abadan, South Iran. It's where the oil refineries are. It's a peninsula. It's actually a beautiful place. A movie theater called Cinema Rex Fire. You can go look this up for yourself. Takes place. 400 people are at a movie theater watching a movie. Everyone's trying to find out who did this. They lock the doors up where no one can leave, and they burn the place up. Everybody blames Savak, which is Shah's secret police that he had. And then next thing you know, boom. People said this is unfair. First thousands showed up for protesting, then tens, then hundreds, then 9 million revolted against the Shah. When Shah was in exile, he leaves. But the point is, that alone created enough momentum for the regime to fall. So now somebody, if you're Iranian, you're not Iranian, you're watching and saying, Pat, who cares about this? That fall caused 7 wars. I don't know how many people died. We can say 500,000 to 2 million people who died. Okay, we can put the number a lot higher than that as well. 43 million refugees who left because of that one story that they were able to spin. So what's this got to do with Mahsa Amini? There is no spinning here. This is a true story with what happened. Today versus 1978, there's something called social media, where in 1978 you can manipulate and confuse anybody and gaslight the hell out of them and say, this is what happened, and you kind of have to believe it. The reason why Iran turned off the internet, where people don't have access at nights, because that's when people are protesting, because they don't want the world to see what's going on in Iran. The people of Iran are sick of it. And here's what's so interesting about this thing, where they are really taking notice. Women, it's women who are standing up and saying we're done. And the women are not scared. Now, youth is rising up, artists, entrepreneurs, businessmen are saying their part. People are supporting the protesting that's taking place. You're seeing, I think 7,000 people yesterday were at the federal building in LA or Irvine, in Berlin, all over the world. Iranians are protesting to show support for what is taking place today there. But will this be the tipping point for the revolution to take place? Because the reality of it is, while this is going on, there's a few things that they don't have. They don't have the internet. So yesterday, a lot of people the last few days have been asking Elon Musk, Starlink, can you turn it on? Can you turn it on? Can you turn it on? Boom. He says yesterday when, Twitter was asking him, he says Starlink has been activated for Iran. He did the same thing with Ukraine, which is a very good thing. Now we're, verifying to see if the people in Iran have it or not. Some are saying they have it, some are saying they don't have it. But the good news is Musk is giving him the internet. FYI, I think the guy deserves a Nobel Prize. If Nobel Prize doesn't see this as a humanitarian type of a creation where he's given access to people around the world, internet access, where their government's taking advantage of them, I mean, that's got to be at the highest level of humanitarian. But I got a final message to anybody around the world that's watching this. To the people around the world, how you can help is to create more awareness on this. Share this content, go watch some of the videos on Mahsa Amini to find out exactly what's going on. There's some really tragic videos I don't want to show you because it's tough to watch, but if you got the courage to watch it, go do it and create awareness. Share this video with others. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.